he has some influence over the quarterbacks on his roster right now. I think you can criticize him for this decision. It's a little bit weird. I mean, Justin Fields' advanced stats stack up quite well. If you look at his PFF grade, this was a guy that he was getting the most out of, and I understand having Russell Wilson on your roster as a backup has got to be kind of a weird situation.
Well, he named him the starter before the season. He just wasn't healthy.
Right.
It's a weird situation.
It's also very tempting to put him in, Mike, when he's healthy.
But
it is. Just to see if there's something left.
Certainly if Fields is playing poorly. Now, I know Fields isn't on the best stretch right now, but I don't think Fields has done enough to lose that job. It's a curious decision, but you got to kind of trust. I think Mike Tomlin's earned a certain level of trust here.
Mina was saying that Justin Fields' stats this year are better than what Russell's were the last time we saw him.
Right.
That's factual.
He has to be better than he was the last time we saw him for this to be a good move, basically.
But Fields, I mean, we've seen the ceiling. This is it. This is what Justin Fields is. You think he's going to get better than where he is right now?
Potentially, yeah.
I know, but we've been waiting for that forever with him.
But I do think that there's been some improvement year over year, and I do think that he's shown some good stuff in a Steelers uniform. So I don't know what he's done to lose the job, but I also don't know what Mike Tomlin has seen throughout camp and in practice right now to make him believe that this is the right move. It's a big time move, certainly.
It's also an interesting point in their season, right? They're playing the Jets, Giants, Commies in the next 3 games.
Yep.
But then they go a stretch run of Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns. So you have 4 divisional games back to back to back to back. And it's like, are you sure that throwing in Russell, who hasn't seen action in 6 weeks, to be able to gear up for those divisional games with the Ravens, the Browns twice, and the Bengals is kind of a weird spot.
I think the last time we saw Russell Wilson was an improvement over the first time we saw him in a Broncos uniform. I think Sean Payton kind of figured out what to do with this kind of player, which is lean on your defense, play complementary football. And if we're looking at it that way, Russell Wilson can do just fine as a Steelers starting quarterback, and they can do what they've been doing the last few years, which is navigate a deficiency at the quarterback position, play complementary football, and find a way to come out of the stadium alive and not blink.
Right, losing the first round. But I think with Justin Fields, what he sees is I can't get past Lamar Jackson, and I can't get past Josh Allen, and I can't get past Patrick Mahomes or C.J. Stroud, and maybe, just maybe, if there's something left in the tank with Russell Wilson, that guy has enough upside where just maybe I could win a playoff game or two.
See, that's where you lose me. I think the upside argument is with Justin Fields.
Really?
I really do. And I think Justin Fields is probably got the skill set that is more likely to upset one of those quarterbacks that you rattled off in the first round by doing things with his feet, getting the ball downfield. Ultimately, it's a game of real estate acquisition, playing complementary football. I think his arm can be live at times. Look, they're not going to be stretching the field. That's not Pittsburgh Steelers football.
No.
But I do like the dynamic of the quarterback also being able to be a legitimate running threat, certainly in more profound ways than Russell Wilson can be at this stage in his career.
But if you guys think that Mike Tomlin is such a great coach, and I understand, it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. He is a great coach, slightly overrated.
On the grounds that he just has one title?
We call Mike Tomlin one of the great coaches in NFL history, and he's got 1 Super Bowl. I mean, we don't do that with anyone else. I mean, we don't.
0 losing seasons?
Mike McCarthy has 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah, he beat Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
If you want to,
and Mike McCarthy's a joke.
If you want to have an indictment of Mike Tomlin's career, is that he lost a Super Bowl against Mike McCarthy.
Well, but this is all I'm saying. If you guys think he is such a great coach, he sees Justin Fields and Russell Wilson every day in practice. He's making this decision.
Yeah, we're just talking it out. Ultimately,
okay. I love talking it out. By the way,
ultimately, Mike Tomlin has more information on the players than anybody else, and he's had a great enough career for me to just say, okay, his coach is entitled to make this decision. I'm a little confused by it because I don't think Justin Fields has lost the job, and I think we all kind of have a feeling we know what Russell Wilson is at this point in his career, but I think they're going to win that game either way against the Jets.
I think the argument would be it was never his job to lose, right? Like he was just filling in. So he didn't lose the job, he just didn't win the job. Like, right. He didn't do enough to keep the job that wasn't given to him at the beginning of the season. I guess could be how Tomlin sees it.
Fair enough point, because, like, if we're arguing Justin Fields hasn't done anything to lose a job, well, neither did Russell Wilson. Like, he had an awkward interaction with the sled.
Tomlin kept Fields number 2 on the depth chart even while he was starting.
there you go.
It's a master class in not upsetting either quarterback the way he's gone about it. Because what he's doing by doing that is essentially telling Justin, without telling Justin or the media, that when Russell comes back, it's Russell's job. Now, whether or not you think Justin's done enough to keep his job is.
I like the added dynamic of Fields' athleticism, but coach can do what coach wants to do here, and I think I don't really think maybe it affects what their ceiling is, but I think that's a playoff team that's going to do the thing where by hook or by crook get into the playoffs and be a really difficult out. Yeah, maybe they get eliminated in the first round. It's a pretty safe bet, but they're going to cover.
Maybe Tomlin is putting Justin Fields on ice for maybe a potential trade, right? There's teams that could be interested. There's teams that could be interested in Justin Fields. You're right. You give the teams that are interested in a quarterback a little bit of a taste. All right, he went 4-2. He put out some good tape there. They're playing well. All of a sudden, we put Russell Wilson in. People start calling, hey, is Justin Fields available? Is Fields available? If not, you do the old switcheroo and you send Russell out of town and you keep Justin Fields.
The old switcheroo is
who's
like maybe you're trying
away.
to highlight what Russell Wilson can do still, and maybe a team that had an injury at the position that still thinks that they either need depth there or has a shot at the playoffs. Like maybe they take a flyer on Russell Wilson. He has a pretty good contract to move.
Now you guys got me looking at teams that are a Fields away.
Hey.
Wow.
Who's a Russell Wilson away?
Ooh.
Maybe Pittsburgh, which is why he's going to him, I would believe.
Maybe the Dolphins.